Welcome back to game number 2 between LGD China and DK40 RedBull eSport Championship League. I'm Lunas, he is Blitz. We had a very interesting off-camera break discussion that will never see the light of day.
What?
Thank you for sharing, Blitz.
No problem, man. All these secrets that need to be kept.
Really need to be kept secret. Well, let's jump back in the game as there's something amazing that we want to talk about. Treant Protector and Outworld Destroyer. I think Quantic Gaming has taken over the world.
God Black Dota, man.
Once you go black, you don't go back. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Once you go black, go black.
You don't go back. It's just fucking amazing.
Oh, that was so good. Why can't I think of puns like that?
I know, man. Visage and
that's so
Anti-Mage.
meta. I can't
Are
really.
we done gassing? Like, we
there's
just
nothing,
get out? Yeah.
There's nothing left for me. There's nothing left for me.
Alright.
It's that like moment where Salieri realizes a guy like Mozart exists.
Yeah, there you
You're
go.
like, my life is like an empty
It's like
shell.
you ask God, like, why do I not have that talent? That's a good movie, by
my
the
life
way.
is a
Amadeus. Go watch it. But LG Gaming's gonna go into Anti-Mage against this particular combo. Any thoughts on how Anti-Mage matches up against OD? I feel like they counter each other in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, Anti-Mage is really good against Outworld Destroyer, but at the same time, Outworld Destroyer, like you said, does really well against Anti-Mage. You can clear his illusions with the ultimate. The damage from your orb is
Pierce it through
pure.
spell. Yeah.
And on top of that, you have a hero like Tree. If you wait for the Manta, you're able to lock down the Anti-Mage for free. That's going to be a really big boon to your team as well.
It just really depends on who gets a jump, right? If Anti-Mage jumps in with BKB Manta turns on, then Outworld Destroyer is somewhat, effed. If Outworld Destroyer gets a force and then hexes the Anti-Mage, then he's effed. So it really comes down to who gets a jump. I think Treant Protector kind of tips the scale a little bit to the OD side. He's going to have a very good laning stage. Welcome back. Thank you for putting the camera on us. And of course, if Anti-Mage comes to win with BKB, he gets rooted. That's kind of the big deal. So I want to say that OD is going to have a good time. And I believe Super should be playing this one. So at the same time, we just saw how he kind of gave away the game by throwing away his hero. Hopefully he's going to have a better time this game. And generally, if you go 4-staff, you shouldn't be in those compromising positions.
Nope. But at the same time, OD does lose his effectiveness as the game goes on. Once people pick up BKBs at the wazoo, then your nuke doesn't really do any damage. Your ultimate doesn't do anything either. But Tree's such a good hero for a hero like Obsidian Destroyer. I mean, Obsidian is a really big lane dominator.
Right.
You put him mid, almost nobody touches him just because of the Astral Imprisonment. I think the only hero that I've seen anybody get any sort of modicum of success is Bat does okay, I guess. Bloodseeker.
Not really.
Nobody really picks Bloodseeker though, because you don't really need the mana. But
Right.
yeah, Lifestealer does okay, but even then, you steal so much in.
Like level 5, he just
Yeah,
like
you get
right clicks
so much
you.
damage. Yeah, but Obsidian Destroyer, you pick him to dominate the lane. It's difficult to gank for him, and it's kind of easy to gank him. But in a one-on-one scenario, nobody beats this hero. And once you give him tree armor, you make him difficult to gank.
I seen teams do creative things like, well, Lone Druid is okay, not really. I don't think Lone Druid wins that matchup flat out. I think it's still slightly favored. I seen teams like on the Radiant side, they pull the mid lane using that small camp by cutting down those trees. That's not really effective either. Yeah, let's see how LG Gaming is going to crack this tough nut against DK. Magnus going to get banned out here. I'm surprised here. I want to say you give him the Magnus. You let him solo mid against OD, and OD's going to just walk over him.
I guess, but if you skewer OD in, and if you give them a team
if
fight,
you let him to walk around you without not having imprisonment, then you deserve to die, right?
I guess, but I just mean in the team fight, the overall team fight.
Okay.
And being able to lock down the OD as well means he just kind of gets evaporated. We've got the ultra anti-fun heroes in the game right now, with Tree and
Obsidian
OD
OD.
Destroyer and an anti-mage right now.
I think you need a keeper to top everything off here.
Okay, and a Weaver's going to be picked up by DK. I really like that choice. LGD doesn't have a single disable yet, but as I say that, they pick up the Roar.
I actually like Beastmaster quite a bit against OD mid. Just go Aura.
Yeah.
Like go Aura up the wazoo, and then say I have 4 base armor, I have 58 base damage, and just try to tank it up the butt for a bit. Get Style Shield, get get bottle for a bit, and go.
LG is so disappointed in us.
I mean, if you put Blitz and I together, like it's gonna go here sometime.
it's gonna get a little clowny. You should see us in real life. Holy
Shut
crap!
up.
Okay,
I'm just shuddering.
so DK gonna be picking up that Weaver,
Oh,
and
wow.
they take the Doom. Maybe this is one of those
Take your counter pick.
yeah. I can't remember what player picks it. I think it's SagM that kind of plays him as like a pure farming jungle Doom.
So Shansheng does it for
That's
Kung
who it
Fu,
is.
yeah. And it's been catching on like wildfire. I think every team now has a 4-player that plays a Doom. What do you think about this? Because if you look at this lineup against DK, how do you stop a push?
Tree armor.
Tree armor to stop a push.
You tree armor things, but again, like last game, they didn't really have a whole lot to be able to stop the push from LGD.
Right.
And we talked about Super getting caught out and losing, but imagine if they had a tower there and they weren't being pushed out so far, and also if the lane wasn't so far pushed in because they had lost all their towers, maybe they don't lose 2 racks there, maybe they lose 1.
Only 1, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of one of those chain effects, but I really like the Doom pick, especially if LGD doesn't punish it with a really offensive lineup, because what you want to do against a team against Doom is just kind of force fights everywhere, exploit the fact that he's not going to be able to be in the lane, maybe even take like an offensive tri-lane, put Anti-Mage one-on-one against the Weaver, stack him a ton of mana, or a ton of regen, give him like a Salve and a Tango so you can go poor man shield, and just offensive tri-lane, because you're going to be against like a tree +1.
Right. And I mean, I think Anti-Mage does fine against the tree +1.
Yeah.
Even that. I mean, Beastmaster is going to be going on the mid lane. So, yeah, I feel like you can go offensive tri-lane. Unfortunately, they banned their own Gyrocopter. I feel like that's a fairly decent hero to go offensive with. Lion, maybe not the best as an offensive tri-lane hero, considering that his mana pool is very
really
shoddy.
greedy.
Yeah.
Maybe they put Lion mid even. Oh, actually they can't. I guess they could, but then that means
Yeah.
Beastmaster's off lane, and that's a little.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, and then I looked at the rest of the lineup. But
I mean, when you're up against Weaver, OD, and Doom, it's so passive that you could get away with a ton, right? If you want to like double jungle, even that's maybe even possible.
pick CM, do the Lumi jungle strat.
Yo, that is so good. I don't even know why you play me.
Don't even get wards, just play some attack.
I got chicken, and then after I got face boots, I was just ganking every lane. Like it was.
I mean, DK does have those big ultimates. They've got the Tree and Protector ult, they've got the Obsidian Destroyer ult, and as long as Doom doesn't Doom a creep, you've got the Doom.
That is also good against Anti-Mage. I feel like this entire team is just crafted against counter-picking Anti-Mage. And they need another support, and please, for the love of God, get a support that can counter-push. I think Keeper really fits perfectly here, right? Why are you getting so close to me?
What? This is our default state. We just try to cast as close as possible to each other.
So I think Keeper should be okay here. It's a hero that doesn't give him any stun, but who gives you stun and counter push? A support windrunner, I guess.
I'd like to see something like that. Alliance picked something like that for EGM a lot, but
gosh.
no.
What is going on here?
So that's a Weaver and a Tree into top, a Bounty Hunter long lane, and I'd assume a Doom jungle. I really like that Tree Weaver pair though. I was talking to or not talking to. Yeah, I was talking to I think it was like Fluff about it, about like Tree Weaver and how good it is. And I read this thing about, I think it was Goblack that said teams are using Tree wrong. It's not an inherently defensive hero, it's an offensive hero.
Right, that's the hero that was meant to be played.
Yeah, exactly. You want to put Tree Armor on your Weaver and just have him dive.
Yep. Unfortunately, people are like, nope, let's just farm. And LG Gaming is going to close out the draft with a Shao 8 Nature's Prophet. We'll see particularly where they're going to go. So there's no offensive trialing here. They're going to just jungle Nature's Prophet, I believe.
Maybe they put Nature's Prophet one-on-one again and offensive trialing the Anti-Mage. You know that it's going to be a Weaver and a Treant, and that doesn't really scare you a whole lot. But regardless, LD has declared it GG, go game 3. That, I assume, means that he thinks DK will win with their offensive
How do they stop a push?
line up with the tree.
How do they stop a push?
They can't stop a push, but how do you kill a Weaver with tree armor?
Don't kill him. Just go kill the towers. And then kill more towers.
You're looking at me like I said the stupidest thing in the world.
I'm not sure if you're playing Devil's Advocate.
I always have to play Devil's Advocate, man.
Yeah.
I said Davils.
Devil's Advocate. I just do not see this DK lineup working. Let's count their stuns. Alright, I'm done counting. Because there's actually none, right? I mean, there's
Okay,
overgrowth.
so what counts as like I
Overgrowth
guess
prevents people from attacking.
astral imprisonment doesn't really count because they're
You can't
also
kill
gone.
them,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're gone.
Overgrowth sort of works until they could also
You send them to Iceland.
yeah. Doom Stomp maybe.
Lumi, you're the best.
I know I am. Thank you.
I would definitely watch your comedy special.
Yeah. My
100%.
stand up is coming after my platinum on my rapping. There's a lot of things I want to do in life, and the first thing I want to conquer is rapping. So
Rap game.
rap. I'm halfway there on the rapping thing. I think I'm
California does have a list of like great rappers.
yeah. I'm on
Yeah.
that list yet.
You're definitely on that list. I could definitely see you being the
Yeah.
next.
The next
I'm trying to think of like rappers that kind of mimic your style, Lumi.
mimic
There's
my
none.
style.
You're so well rounded. You're so meta.
I am next level in terms of
You're
rapping.
super next level. Half the
Alright.
time I don't even understand what you're saying, and that's
That's-
not a product of the lab.
Have you ever heard of Mute Spitter?
the what?
The Mute Spitter.
The muse.
No, you haven't heard of it? You YouTube that shit when you go home. It will blow your mind. All right, let's go back in the game here. DK Burning. We'll be playing the Weaver. It looks like he's going to be going up top like you predicted. MMY is going to be his Tree and Protector up top as well. QQQ going to jungle, playing that forward row. Doom super handling the mid on Outward Destroyer. And RTK says, let's try one more time on Bounty Hunter.
I'd like to see him rotate a lot more. He's been stacked a ton of regen, and he's getting that poor man shield, so he's going to be able to right-click, trade right-clicks with the Lion. But I'd like to see him rotate a lot more. Maybe get some more TP ganks going in this game, and just kind of rotate a little bit better. The last game, all the rotation was being done by Super. And I'd like to see ROTK kind of just get a little more aggressive on the map.
A preemptive living armor being dropped up here as he's scouting away. Sees line coming by. There is dust and sentries available, and drops a ward. Dewards a little bit. I think it's very, very important for DD to actually get his pull off, because if he doesn't, he's in big trouble.
Man,
Or-
Super's like already halfway out of mana. This scares me.
You mean RTK?
ROTK, that's what I mean. I don't know why I said Super. But maybe he tries to go for the creep pull. That'd be a little bit greedy.
He's got living armor and poor man shield. I think he could do it.
He does only have 492 HP, but I guess Lion isn't exactly the best support to be offensive with.
Yeah.
It's a really greedy support. That's why we often don't see it, because you need to be consistently pulling or getting kills to actually doing anything with them.
I have
'Cause
no
you're
idea
so level dependent.
why these living armor are just used pointlessly. They do
What
see-
else does Tree do? He might as well just sit in the fountain.
I mean, he puts it on cooldown, right? So, what the hell is he having it on autocast? Oh, they're gonna make a go right now. Is it gonna be slow? It's gonna be Grape Chill. They do dust him up in RTK. If he goes invis, he's
But
gonna
Sylar's
be
already used
Ooh,
his
yeah,
thing,
it's gonna
but
be
Yao
body
coming-
blocking. You cannot body block invisibility, but he's actually losing a little bit of movement speed. Here comes the second blink. They're slowing him down. You
There's
cannot
no way
get
they're
the
gonna
second
kill
Grape
him.
Chill.
The poor man's
Holy
shield in the
crap.
tree armor.
And guess what? Burning just missed the entire creep wave.
Burning, you
Or
mean Sylar?
Sylar.
Yeah, and that was just kind of sloppily done. I think there was no way they were gonna get that kill.
If they got
They
a
weren't
second
putting
Grape
enough
Chill
damage
off,
on him.
if they got a second Grave Chill off, I think the way that Lion was doing the chase on him, he was actually running alongside the bounty hunter. DDC should have did the same thing. He Grave Chill should have just walked right up next to him. I think DDC actually misplayed that a little bit.
But they're gonna miss a full creep wave, and ROTK, even though he gets chased out of this lane, this is 100% worth it for him.
That's fine. He wasn't meant to get any XP in the first place against two
Yeah,
supports
exactly.
anyway. So
So when you're able to do this,
you're winning the lane.
this is a net win. Exactly.
Also, Beastmaster on the mid lane here, of course, guaranteed to. I don't want to say lose the lane. Lose the lane. He doesn't win it. So
Doesn't win it. Definitely doesn't win it, as he's almost out of mana. Actually, he doesn't have enough for another set of axes. And Go being spammed. A lot of pings going off by QQQ. Oh man, he's got the bird. He's got the bird creep. QQQ.
oh, you win the game now, right?
Yeah, he's got the game won.
So you just stack about 80 times, and then somehow get enough mana for 200 because it does cost 200 to that tornado thing. Shari, by the way, trying his best to get some CS. He's actually doing okay. I would actually just level up Aura at 3 and just go harass. Because why not?
You do get a bunch of armor though. You get 3 armor.
Oh, you're talking
the
about
bird
the
creep, yeah.
Okay.
And that's what Doom lacks, right?
Yeah. Well, it seems like the Beastmaster on the mid lane here is going for wild axis, and it looks like living armor is actually being spent on OD on the mid lane. Not that he needs it or anything, but hey, a little bit more regen can't hurt. Back in the bot lane here, ROTK about to get some EXP.
And Xiaoyi actually doing pretty good mid against Super, despite having the tree armor and going against an OD. He's picking up his some CS. He's got 5 CS, which is more than I thought I'd ever see.
58 base damage, 4 base armor. This here legit.
That's super legit. But at the same time, I think he's just gonna spam his axes, knowing that he's gonna just run out of mana so quickly. And this is the right thing for him to do here, and just preemptively go for the rune. He realizes I'm not gonna be able to do too much against this anyways.
I mean, if you miss a couple of CS in lane, you miss a couple of CS because you're gonna get denied by the higher base damage of that OD anyways. Meanwhile, by the way, Bounty Hunter's getting all of the experience in the world, about to hit level 3. They really need to dewar the pull. They have sentries up the wazoo, or they did until they dropped them for that one gank up here, and it failed. And then they misdropped it over here. So the courier finally comes in. Please deward this correctly.
It's a lot of gold though that they use, and we mentioned that ward last game too, because the place they normally put it behind those bushes, it doesn't actually see that, and that's such a good ward placement too, by our ROTK, being able to get a lot of XP now. It's actually level 3, which is a lot more than you'd see against a tri-lane against a bounty hunter.
It used to be that if you have 2 sentry ward, you could kind of deward this entire camp if you place those 2 sentry ward correctly. Now with the 100 vision nerf, it doesn't work. And look at ROTK, it's just being so annoying. He's going to block the camp with the body himself. And here comes Lion. Are they going to have...
There's no way they're going to kill him. The Lion is way too low of a level right now. He's only level 1, hasn't even hit 2. Same with DD on Visage. And ROTK getting so much out of this lane, just being a nuisance overall. And actually Doom doing the dance of his people.
Dude, look at this dude. He looks like a douche. Just want to point that out.
He's just kind of doing the wave, but not able to stack the big creep camp, which is what I think he should have done instead of getting that small one.
Yeah, I think maybe it's time to start ditching this. He might actually just go Centaur now. He does. I think what the 4-row Doom likes to do is after you get to level 4 or level 5, you just start ganking. He picks up Breach of Speed, and of course the Centaur is probably one of the best creeps to gank with. Looks like we do have a first blood happening on the bot lane. Somehow getting the kill using a sentry and a dust.
Yeah, but Yao was there as well. We were getting too obsessed, and Lumi... Man, that camera work.
Look. I catch every other kill. Sometimes. DD's going to be in QQ fighting over that particular 4-minute rune. It's going to spawn. It's a double damage. And then that's a haste and a DD. And that's going to force a rotation to come out from Super. Xiaoyi not going to make that chase. But really good coverage from Xiaoyi.
Yeah, able to rotate down. And Super. He's got 22 CS right now. And 13 denies. And finally starting to dominate that lane. As Xiaoyi only has 10.
Yeah, how are we doing on that particular top lane? Seems like Yao has already rotated off. I mean, this is such a... Okay, when the team goes for Doom, OD, Treant, and Bounty Hunter, it feels like you should be automatically winning that laning stage. But this, apparently, the DK lineup is deceptively strong during the laning stage because of the living armor. And LGD is losing this flat out, as you can see DDC just getting driven off by ROTK.
Yeah, the supports are so low level at this point. Even Tree is level 3, almost 4. And even though ROTK has died, he's done so much to be super annoying in this lane. He's going to block the spawn camp again.
Holy crap.
And using his body, and although it got him killed last time, the fact that you're making 2 heroes be essentially useless. I mean, we talked about Visage needing levels. That's why you want to put him against. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see Lion as a support too often.
Yeah, you need to get a ton of work done, whether it's like hero kills or tower kills. But he's getting neither right now. And of course, with Yao sharing the other half of the jungle, there's just entire lane not being used. Beastmaster going up back top. Beastmaster's trying to farm 2 lanes at once by himself. Not really going to work out at this stage of the game. So, yeah, LG just come out flat. I mean, what they are getting out of it is a super farm Sylar, but with that one wave that he missed in the beginning of the game, he's still only 2 CS behind Burning. Not too bad, but he needs to get a super fast Battle Fury. And hopefully it could take the game out of control.
Yeah, they're really relying on Sylar's back. The laning phase hasn't exactly gone ideally for them. And because of that, your anti-mage is really going to be the hero that makes a difference. But his farm isn't too superb or out of this world. I mean, Burning's doing just as well. You've got a Doom that's been free farming this game, doing better than the Beastmaster in CS, and an OD that's been untouched virtually.
Yeah, I'm surprised that OD doesn't have better farm. Like, he has insane base damage and everything else, but he's doing okay. He's doing good enough, and he's shutting down definitely the Beastmaster. Speaking of that Beastmaster, is smoked up, does have dust. He's looking to get a kill against ROTK. And ROTK, not only is he going to die, he's going to lose the tower as well, I think.
Yep,
Oh, they're going to pop the dust. ROTK goes into Invis. He gets round, roared, and here we go. 5-man gang coming on the bot lane, and I guess they're transitioning into a push. When you have 5 here, you better get a tier 1 tower. Oh my god.
Yeah, we talked about LGD's lineup being able to just kind of push, and this is what they need to do. They have to punish this long lane. Being able to go lane to lane and take towers, that's what their lineup is good at doing.
Right.
You have to punish this super greedy lineup. You have a bounty hunter that can't really do anything, contribute to fights early. You have a tree that doesn't really do anything either until he hits level 6. An Obsidian Destroyer that just kind of gets blown up early. Doesn't really have a whole lot of defensive capability. And then on top of that, you've got a Doom that's just been jungling this entire game.
Right, but here's the problem. If you go 5-man push, you are losing damage on your tier 1 mid and top. So that's something that they have to be wary about.
Oh, and another dust pops off, but doesn't really look like they're going to be able to get ROTK. He's in good position. Is DD able to get the Hex off, but another tower being taken here. This is exactly what we said LGD had to do. Punish this lineup. It's so greedy.
And again, it goes back to the DK lineup. What exactly can they do against a tower push? They can't do anything. But they are going to just counter push straight up here as they are going to get one of their own. And they being LG China, should rotate back and start farming some of these lanes as they're losing a ton of experience.
The scary thing, though, is, I mean, DK's had relative free farm on most of their core heroes, and MMY, a hero playing tree, you don't normally see that hero actually get any levels at any point. So he's having more success than you'd normally think. And he's actually picked up an early Nature's guy, so maybe Invis the OD or the Doom in, get a free Doom off or anything like that?
I guess so. I mean, if you still have to run on the tree line, and if he pops this Scourge, it might be somewhat suspect, but for the most part, if you look at the support level, 3 and 4 on the Visage and line, compared to a 5 tree and a 6 Doom. Like this, if you look at the experience chart, oh my goodness, it is almost a 4,000 experience lead for DK. So DK, despite losing more towers, doing quite okay. I think they're definitely ahead.
Yeah, losing those 2 towers means that DK or LGD is going to have a bit of a farm advantage early, but that has to translate into something. That means you take fights earlier, knowing that you have items out a little quicker. You have to start rotating on the map a lot more aggressively.
Well, we do see Lion trying his best to set up a kill on ROTK. ROTK is fairly low in terms of mana, so a couple more mana void or mana break hits will lead into a pretty big mana void. But
he is going to hit level 6 now, and this is where I'd like to see ROTK start to transition a little.
Oh, the rotation is going to come in from QQQ. He has Invis, and in fact, if you could Doom the line, in fact, I think they were going to Doom Sylar instead, though. There's a Doom. No more Blink. Scourge have to come through. Is it going to be a 2-man impale? Dust is going to be used. They actually do on QQQ. Sylar's going to turn around fight. I really don't think that's a good idea. Swarm's going to go off. Got to hit those bugs, but Burning on the front line. He's going for Sylar. Nice slow here. Not going to do too much here. Nice Blink back here by Sylar. Line's going to die. That's pretty much an expected result, though. Good rotation from the support here, coming out from a DDC and, of course, Yao.
Yeah, for a second I thought Sylar was going to die because he turns around and he's like, you know what, man fight time.
What do you want?
A terrible idea because of tree armor.
Yeah.
Tree armor just makes everything a terrible idea.
Want a tower dive? Terrible idea.
You think it's going to go well, and then you're like, oh wait, tree armor.
Yeah.
It's just like the unfriendliest guest.
You know, there's one thing that that League of Legends always complain about Dota, which is dumb. Something about the fun factor.
Okay. No, but you know what? This is still an active game. It's 2 teams that have very defined playstyles.
Right.
You've got one that's playing ultra greedy. You've got one that has to punish that greed. When one team picks a lineup this greedy, you just kind of have to be like, okay, we have to do something about this, right?
Right,
just
but
let 5 heroes farm.
They have trouble doing that because that living armor also protects towers.
But you can ban it if you really think it's that terrible.
Yes. I'm just complaining because I think Tree is just not fun to play against. It takes away from the gaming experience. I'm with Gold Black here. If that hero helps you dive, that promotes a fun experience, right? If you just stand behind and farm your OD, that's not fun for nobody.
There are a lot of people that like to see the PvP aspect of the game.
Yeah.
My good friend Barney, he actually advocates. He says his favorite lane is him against creeps.
Yeah?
And so when you have something like that, you have to exploit the advantage.
I can't tell if you're sarcastic or not.
Dude, of course not.
DD is going to be on the mid lane, getting some farm. There is a Sentry Ward available, being completely prepared for ROTK. They might even get a return kill. In fact, they're hexing it up. They're thinking about dropping the Beastmaster Orb, but there is an Astral Imprisonment, so you can't actually open it up like that. Where's the roar? Where's the roar? There's a Beastmaster Orb slowly being dropped, but looks like Lion's on the run. Shao Ace on the run. Burning's going to come in, but you do Sprout him up, force him to use that ultimate. Tangle not going to hit him through, and everybody's backing off. Well, Tree Armor brings RTA back to full HP. What an exciting game.
He was roared, and then he gets tree armored, and they just kind of back off. I love that spell, because it's the most frustrating thing in the world to play against. So the fun I get in Dota is making everyone else suffer. And so when I see somebody else suffering this much, it just warms my black heart.
But you're not a tree picker, though, so...
Says you, man. I play with a guy named Loomdun all the time, and that's all he does with his life.
And that's the reason why you pick him, right? What is his career?
Yeah, and actually, MMY, is he going to be able to get the leech seed off? He is. And Xiao 8 just having a
10-1 charge. 10-1 charge. Pop that one charge. Oh my goodness! On the last second,
Birding's still going to go for it though. He's got tree armor.
Yo, that's the dive that we're looking for. Gets one kill. He wants a little bit more. Burning, go my man, go! What a sprout! Ooh, I don't know. Get out, Burning. No, he's going to be fine because he's got
tree armor, and he's like, wait. Do I still go for this?
DD's going to survive with 10. Burning, make the dive. Come on. All right, I approve of the living armor. I've been sold. Pretty OP, pretty nice.
Wow, what a great dive. Being able to use that tree armor effectively, and Burning getting a lot of kills out of that, and DK finally on the board accomplishes a whole lot there, and just frustrating LGD strategy overall.
Are they punishing?
They're definitely
DK?
Punishing, and mid again, MMY is going to be able to get the leech seed off. Does this mean Xiaoyi is going to go down? Does get the roar off, but I think a little too much damage.
Yep.
And I think this is going to be a tower for DK.
Yeah, when the lineup that has no stuns against you like this, and they're diving you past tier 3 before tier 1 dropping, yeah, I think GG early call up by LD was not a missed call.
LD the Prophet, man. That's a good rap name.
LD the Prophet?
LD the Prophet.
That's a little bit too long.
No, man. It's a good name. But a mech almost coming out on that Doom, that's what we actually see on that hero for the most part. And now how do you stop the DK freight train? They've got living armor plus mech. How do you kill anyone?
Did you just call them the DK rape train?
The freight train.
Oh, okay. Well.
Bad Lumi.
I'm sorry.
I slapped him on the wrist in case anybody wants to know.
Well, it's definitely a freight train. It's some other kind of train because it's just... See, everybody else heard something else.
No, freight train. Re-listen to that. Listen to the VOD again. I said freight train.
Okay. It was my bad. I heard differently. It looks like LGD DD as well as Xiao 8 going to be doing a rotation again up top against Burning. And you know what's waiting for them? Living armor.
Living armor.
Living mother effing armor.
How do you stop that? Are all the towers at full? They need to be.
I think the only way to stop it is to global to prevent living armor.
That's what you should do for the Ags upgrade. Just living armor everyone at everything
at the same time.
Yeah, like creeps, towers, everything. You get it. Awesome. I just like remember that Oprah gif.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like
living armor for you. Yeah. Living armor for you. Everybody and their mothers and their grandmothers gets living armor.
That'd be a great Ags upgrade. But anyways, Super's got a 4-staff now, as you talked about. That defensive item. It also gives you offensive capability as well, though. So just a useful item in general. And ROTK, he's on the hunt this game. Has died twice, but able to get a little bit of farm actually out of this. And Sylar not too close to his Battle Fury.
And now Sylar, once he gets his Battle Fury...
They're pinging like crazy on him. They know ROTK's here. He's going to wait for the 2 supports to come up. They're not making this too obvious, but ROTK has to know at this point that things are a little bit dangerous.
I mean, how does this game turn around, or does the game turn around at all once Sylar gets his Battle Fury? We're saying that, you know, they're getting somewhat punished by the DK freight train, as you call it. But once Sylar decides to split push and farm everywhere, unless there's a Shadowblade Doom, I think Sylar can take this game out of control, out of hand.
Oh, he definitely can. That's the great thing about Anti-Mage. He's one of those heroes that you look to. I mean, Dota's not a game, as we talk, Gank's going to go out on a roar, finally able to pick off Bounty Hunter, but MMY going to invis here. But Dota's a game where you can't really 1-on-5 because you're capped, right?
Right.
By things like items, levels, 6 item slots, but Anti-Mage is one of those heroes. Once you get slick slotted, with level 25, he's unstoppable.
Comes close. Meanwhile, back on the top lane here, it looks like Yao's going to get dove upon by the Living Armor. He pops the mech, and that will bring him out of harm's way. Burning doesn't care. Drives him off the lane, and he will continue his farming and then pushing away. He's going to be going Lincoln Sphere because Living Armor by itself, not in the back of the bot lane here, as we do see Xiaohe doesn't have that Beastmaster. Look at the Deep's output here by Super. Kills the boar, because really...
He's got Living Armor on him. He's not afraid of anything, but... Got to be a little bit scared now, as the Living Armor goes down really quickly with 5 creeps hitting you. That is something you have to take into account. If you've got a lot of damage instances going on you, then it's not going to do a whole lot, but...
I do want to say that Xiaohe was, unfortunately, because he used that Roar earlier on ROTK, he would not have Roar available. And here comes the Living Armor, who barely got it off. They're still going to make that chase. ROTK still chasing. Overgrowth is going to be used. Where's the mech usage? Nicely done here by DDC. What a sprout. Getting on the other side, but he's going to go down. Meanwhile, though, we do see Sidelock hitting 1 kill. Here comes the Junberg, now focusing on DD again. Man, he is just hating on DD so much. The birds are stunning right now, and it's still dropping on the stun. Beastmaster drops a Roar, and he's so close to dying. Nice that forward, and finally the second hit is going to bring him down.
Is Yao going to get down as well as Burning? Being able to pick him off on this side as well, and Lion not able to do anything as DD runs all the way back.
Man, the freight train.
The freight train.
Goes choo-choo.
It goes choo-choo, and they're going to take this bottom tower as well. We talked about LGD being the team that needs to push, but it's all DK right now, and DD has to be afraid. He's got no TP.
I really like what he did. He dropped the gem over here, and hopefully that he doesn't die.
Oh, are they going to... No, don't bring the birds down there.
Yo, man, trying to feed your support. Yeah, this game is just not close. 4,000 gold lead for DK, who does not have a pushing or ganking team. They just have a thing team.
A thing team?
Like a team that does something. Like this is a lineup you pick.
You don't know what, but
right. This is a lineup that you all random in the pub game be like, oh my god, we have 4 carries, but like it's amazing. Like can somebody play?
Oh, DDC at bottom,
Yeah,
gonna
he's
get gone
dead.
on, and I think that's a free kill for Burning.
Is that a 18-minute Lincolns? In fact,
That's
it's
an
like a
18
15-minute
Yeah,
Lincolns.
it
with
was a
treads.
lot quicker than that. It was like 16 minutes.
4-0-2 with 112 CS before the 16-minute mark. Yeah.
That's scary. Is Super actually picking up a lot of farm as well. He's got the ultimate orb. And you know what? I'd like to commend MMY on this tree play. Most of the time, tree players kind of just do nothing.
Yeah.
But that gank at bottom, the first one, right before we saw this, instead of using the leech seed at any point, he's like, you know what? I can actually just walk up and ult, and not using leech seed too early on any hero, and then using it at the last minute to get a kill, a guaranteed kill. Like, that's about his top-tier tree play. I mean, there's not a lot you can
Top-tier tree play.
But, like, the decision-making for that was insane. I was watching that, and I was like, wow, that's actually absolutely fantastic. That was insane.
Well.
Like, you can't really commend a lot of tree play, but that's something that you'd like to see. And actually, Xiaohe, is he going to get hit by that shuriken? Does it chase him? No, I think it just kind of flew out of the air, but not picked up a lot of farm. I saw him with that Ogre Club quite a while ago, not even able to pick up Arcane Boots. He's had a rough go of it.
Yeah, I was wondering what item he was going for. Meanwhile, we're going to see a big Doom. 4-staff Doom on Sylar, Overgrowth, and of course, right clicks coming out from Super. Well, we asked the question whether Battle Fury is going to change the game around. Not if he's getting ganked like this. 3-man smoke gank. We do see a Shadow Blade being built on QQQ. He will have it after this creep wave. And in case
Burning, gonna find Xiaohe, and how do you kill him at this point? Although he does
Living
get
armor.
warded. No
Living
living armor.
Oh!
The finger comes in from nowhere.
Alright, well that was a 3-man smoke gang with 3 ultimates being used. They barely got the kill.
Yeah, they were like, it was like half a second from the time lapse being off. Actually, the Astral Imprisonment comes off, and MMY's invisible right now. Is he going to use the ultimate right now? DD gets taken down really low.
I gotta
DDC
say,
is going to die, and DD actually just going to walk out of there, or is he?
Burning bought backlight as well, and Burning is thinking, ooh, here comes QQQ, here comes the track as well, and I think we're going to see some base dive. Those bird stun are doing pretty good job here in terms of slowing down. Mech's going to get used. No dive just yet. This bird's going to get murdered.
That bird does get murdered, and a lot of bird gold being given up this game, and that's the best kind of gold to give up.
Bird gold? Somewhere
that's the
out
kind of
there.
gold you want, man. In
Somewhere.
order, it goes hero, then bird gold, and then frozen sigil gold.
What about Hawk gold?
No, it's dude, bird gold is #1. I know
Oh,
Hawk
what
is a
about-
bird as well.
What about bear gold?
Bear gold is okay too,
Bear gold's 300.
but if they have a panda, then it changes. Then my Asian roots are kind of like, they cry.
You know what Burgo reminds me?
What?
It reminds me of Bird Gang.
Bird Gang?
Are they still in that one tournament?
I don't know. I think they got knocked out by EFT. I think. I don't even watch Dota, but
I don't
read that
know.
somewhere.
Did they get knocked out by Jesus Stick?
Jesus.
The Jesus Stick just put a stick up on everybody.
How do you beat a guy named Jesus?
I know exactly, right? Doesn't he just win? I wish I could watch some Korean Dota.
Korean Dota. As DK kind of just, they've been in control this entire game, and I think at this point they're gonna go for this Roshan. How do you stop it at this point? DK, we talked about them picking a really greedy lineup, and once again not being punished. We see a Visage being defensive tri-laned again.
Yep.
And the pull just being blocked by ROTK, leaving them in a circle, not able to utilize the lineup at all, and QQQ just got absolute free farm.
You know what? I found the answer to Tree and Protector.
What?
They first pick Tree, you first pick Rubik,
You first pick Rubik?
and then you just get you mid lane him
the-
to 6, and you steal his living armor and be like,
Sit in
"What's
the
up?"
base.
Yeah.
No hero is as reliant on one spell.
Yeah, as living armor.
Yeah.
So we'll see if teams ever actually go up doing that. Cause that's a situation where we're like, if you can't beat him,
LGD has to ban it next game, right?
no, you don't ban him.
They're like,
It's
we
fine.
don't. There's no way we're gonna deal with this
Yeah,
man.
no. You just steal it.
Okay.
It's
so
a situation that
the
you don't
tower
beat
at
him.
top is being healed
Yeah, whatever.
progressively. I don't think DK is gonna fight this. Maybe they just aim for a trade. Yeah, they're actually just going straight down the mid lane with this Obsidian Destroyer here. Nobody's afraid.
Of anything.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of playing like Yolski's Dota.
You know, like what LG needs to do is make synchronized gank on everybody on the same time.
So
It's
then
like
he
it's
just
like that boxer drop that boxer did against Yellow. Like it was like 3 drops at different places at the same time. Like LG needs to boxer drop right now.
they have to try to confuse them.
Oh, they're gonna go on QQQ. Do they have detection? Where's the living armor? Where's the living armor? There was the lack of armor. Okay,
The living armor was up too, man.
that was not top tier tree play.
That was not top tier tree play. That's you had one job.
He actually literally had one.
You have one job. Meanwhile, Siler gonna be farming at bottom. He has an ultimate orb now, and somehow I don't even know how I got that ultimate orb.
Yeah, he's slow. I mean, he's getting ganked
He's
too.
actually top burning in farm now. In
Well,
terms of net worth,
net worth, he's top burning, but it's actually Super that's leading, at least by 300 gold or so. But I think Siler will catch up quite quickly. He's got to be very careful about where he blinks because, well, he has Hawks scouting out for him. Swarm's going to get used there, and Siler, he's got to be very careful because Doom is can easily pick him off.
yep. And Silar just kind of farming up and down the lane. He has to take these risks though at the same time
Yeah.
because you've got a Nature's Prophet on the team that also needs gold. I just feel bad for the supports at this point because where do you get money at this point?
Passive go, bro.
Passive gold.
Yeah. 4 go every 5 seconds.
And we talked about, I talked about anyways, Xiao 8's farm earlier. And he's got that Ogre Club. And he's had that thing, like, forever with nothing else. He's so lonely.
What is he actually getting here with this 1500 gold?
I don't
He
know.
used to
Maybe
save
get a
that-
BKB.
I mean, does BKB do anything?
I don't think so. The thing
Yeah.
I don't like about Beastmaster as, like, a space-creating, rotating mid is that if you're not ahead, it just feels kind of useless. And especially since there are so many things that disrupt your ultimate. I mean, okay, you get roared, and then living armor and astral imprisonment, whoever gets roared.
Right. I actually think Dragonite is better than Beastmaster in a
Yeah, I
situation
agree.
like this.
I
if you're
just don't
behind.
like Beastmaster as a hero in general. I know it's a great BKB, like it goes through BKB, that's fine and all, but I mean, it doesn't rotate for ganks as easily as a lot of other heroes do. Especially if you're like playing from behind. But a free tower going to be taken by DK. This mid tower going to be taken by Super, who's had a phenomenal game in terms of farm.
The Super is just earning it from all the bird go. He now one-hit KO birds with his Astro, and Yao is about to die.
Is he?
Oh my god, QQQ.
You have to know he's there. Oh gosh, he didn't check that one spot. And Yao gonna just kind of try to pressure this tower out.
The tower is actually dropping low. If you living armor, Oh,
Able to get the deny though, so no problem there. And a Hex picked up on Super. So let's actually check how close Sylar is to his Battle Fury. He's actually almost got it. He's only 200 gold off.
you mean Manta style?
Or Manta style. I said Battle Fury, right?
Yeah, I was like,
So that'd be a little weird for him to get another Battle Fury, but he should have it any second now after this creep camp. So that's the plus side, but at the same time, Super's got a Hex. He does a ton of damage. He's level 14.
Yeah, I think Siler's one item behind. He needs BKB now at this point, which is very far.
Especially since the Doom has Doom.
Yeah, I just don't see Siler actually being able to carry his team back in the game, despite how well he's trying to and not getting caught. In fact, he's only died once against a team that has a Shadowblade Doom.
I don't know, man.
Impressive.
Never discount the anti-mage.
I have fully discounted the anti-mage.
That's like the comeback hero of the century. I wish K-Pop were here right now to tell me
the stats on that.
The stats, like how many games like anti-mage gets in a comeback compared to other.
I want to see the
carries.
stats of teams that don't deserve to win, but do win with the Divine Rapier Gyro. That's the true. That's a true comeback hero. Come on.
So Sylar just farming the Ancients out. He's got 400 gold on top of his Manta now. He's only got 1 level of Spell Shield though, opting to go for those stats, realizing against the pure damage of Obsidian, it's not going to do a whole lot. And if you get doomed, you're going to be useless in the fight. Anyways, I think that's the reasoning, and I actually totally agree with it. Just get as much HP as you possibly can.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad choice here, as he does blink away, or anti-mage blinks away on the top lane. DK is going to just basically take whatever outer tower they want for free. There's really no impressive team fight from LGD either. They need to rely on their split push. We haven't seen Yao join in with a split push just yet.
Yeah, I'd like to see Yao really be able to exploit this, but not able to, he's actually farming a little more than he should instead of split pushing. And, when you farm the jungle, it's a little bit safer, but you're not getting any pressure on the map.
Right.
Burning's got quite a bit of farm on him. He's got the Demon Edge. He's got 2100 gold on top of that. I'd assume that's a BKB, or not a BKB, an MKB. And Xiaoyi finally, or not Xiaoyi, Yao able to pressure up the mid.
Well, this is game number 2 between DK and LG China, and judging from how things are going, we might be seeing a game 3 as DK looking pretty good to kind of secure basically every map advantage. The only thing they have to really go for is the next Roshan, as Aegis did just time out. I really don't think even they need it, and they can start slow staging. About 10,000 go lead for DK, and of course, around the same ballpark for Experience lead.
Sylar's got 1800 gold somehow. I don't even know how this guy does it. He just picks up gold. It's just like gold in his pockets.
Too much gold.
Too much gold.
For his hands to hold.
And I'd like to see the Hawk be a little more aggressive on the map right now. Sylar has been kind of just the doesn't really do much except use his Hawk.
What, you mean Xiao 8?
Or Xiao 8, I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Sylar.
Yeah, I don't know. We are just miscalling things.
Yeah, but Xiao 8, he's like the Aquaman of Dota heroes now.
Aquaman?
Also, he's like completely useless. Like nobody's afraid of him. And all you can do is summon like his animals to tell him what's up.
Actually, that is such a good, a correct. He does actually go back to the point booster. Thinking about setting up gank. By the way, Doom now has a Blink Dagger, Shadowblade Blink. Man, is this guy playing Shadow Fiend or is this guy playing Doom?
Seriously. But Xiao 8, we finally get to see what he's going. He's going to go for that Agadim Scepter, but at this point, I don't know how effective it's going to be. You essentially have to roar the Obsidian Destroyer, or he's just going to get, Astral off.
Mm-hmm. Well, it helps him to roar the OD whenever he is. So we're going to see Blink Doom. Blink, Scythe, Force Staff, misclick on the Force Staff. Sylar's so dead.
Okay, Sylar gets split up.
Yeah, DD's dead.
DD's gonna die too, and Sylar buys back, but I don't know how much this is gonna do.
Yao's also dead for anybody that's keeping track at home. Oh, maybe not, maybe not, maybe. Nice, nice.
Man, don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Go.
And DDC dies. And Sylar buys back, but fat load that's gonna do.
There's some split push going up top.
There is some split push going up top, but DK gonna ignore anything at this point. They've got 4k gold on that Obsidian Destroyer. Burning's got his MKB surely coming on that chicken right now. He's not afraid of anything. There's a Mithril Hammer too. There's a BKB for ROTK at this point as well. Everyone has their big item at this point. They've got a damage item, they've got a defensive item. Doesn't really matter what they get at this point, because they can just kind of push on through mid.
And that's exactly what they're doing. Doesn't even need the Aegis.
Wow, so much bird gold being fed.
It's one hit KO. Can't really do too much. Why are they backing off? What?
I mean, maybe just kind of realizing that, I don't know, man. They should have just kept going. There's like nothing to stop them.
I mean,
maybe wait for another Roshan. It's coming up right now, so Okay, just be absolutely safe. Don't take any risks. Just do this Roshan and then push.
I mean,
I like that decision because if you fail at a push, it extends the game 10 minutes.
and then they also get the Aegis.
Did he just give up more bird gold? Oh my god, he did.
Yo, man.
You can't do that, DDC. That's like the
DDC.
14th bird.
DDC will be rejected from Bird Gang.
It's like an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
LGD China. This is not their game, man. This is not their game.
I just think that they let DK get away with such a really greedy lineup. I can't stress how greedy this lineup is.
I think
It's like greedy, but at the same time, it's like kind of safe.
No. It's. I really think it's LGD China that was greedy. Because DK was greedy. Okay, it's up to LGD China to punish them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
and they punished them with
that defensive tri-lane Visage.
right. They punished them with a great support of Line and Visage. Like, the hell is that gonna do? But instead, if they had like a Liquid Fire Jakiro, if they had a Leshrac, all of these towers would be down by now, and they would have been a lot richer. But it was not meant to be.
Yep, and burning, just farming up a storm at this point. You don't really need any more items at this point. Just get the Aegis on the Obsidian Destroyer, get him really fat and tanky, and then you don't really have any reasons to lose the fight. And QQQ picks up a Blink Dagger as well, just for that extra initiation in case he needed it.
Yeah, he jumped in the last time. So you have Shadow Blade, Doom, you have Blink Stomp. Most of these are all instant. So they're gonna get the Aegis on top. Probably gonna give it to Burning. Maybe give it to Doom. In either case, or of course.
I'd have to imagine they give it to Super.
Yeah.
He does all their damage right now. He's
Super's
a glass
got
cannon.
Shivas as well.
Okay, he's got so much farm right now.
Yeah. Do you remember the days of where you just stack Mystic Staff as an OD?
Oh yeah,
Those were the days.
those are the days.
You could stack a Mystic
You know
Staff.
who I miss? You know who's like Obsidian Destroyer? I miss Silver Cross from Dota 1.
Oh my God.
That was an Obsidian Destroyer.
From the original MEFC.
Yeah, that was an OD player, man.
Yeah. Well.
LD knows what I'm talking about. Just go straight down the mid lane at this point. You've got an OD with so much farm at 33 minutes. He's got all the intelligence in the world.
He's about to get some bird gold.
Is he getting more bird gold?
Oh,
You can't do this.
Bird gold. He's got living armor, no problem.
Super's really far deep though, and
He's got
burning is as
Aegis.
well. The Lincolns does get popped.
Oh, Blink Doom's gonna go on DDC right now. Nice sprout here to help him out, but the Hex goes on. Ooh, Beastmaster's gonna be fine as well. Blink Overgrowth, and Sylar in big trouble. Can you burst him down? Yes, you can. Oh my God, that ultimate. Everybody
killed
just
3
died.
people.
Yep, DD's gonna be
Okay,
a
so Super just kind of going crazy on the map right now.
So Super quote-unquote loses a game for the team. Now we'll win another one.
Rampage.
That's the first one I've seen in quite a while.
Yeah, and Super, I actually really like seeing him on one of these really farm-heavy roles.
Yep.
Not really going utility items. DK with an absolute pitch-perfect style. They picked their draft, and they played the style perfectly.
We say that DK is not a creative team, and they pull something out like this. If I didn't know better, I would have said we're watching Korean Dota with these hero picks, because I've never seen a Chinese team do even anything remotely close to this.
Yes. And so that's going to wrap up Game 2 for us. And a 1-1 right now, as LGD China does get picked apart. DK, in impressive fashion, picking up that win. I thought they did quite a good job that game of just utilizing their strategy really well, able to play that greedy style. Everyone gets farm in that. And ROTK, I mean, he does die twice early, but he was able to get a whole lot out of that long lane. Just being able to deny the pull the entire time, that means the supports are just super underleveled.
I mean, they had, as long as that tri lane doesn't go completely bonkers, like with Anti-Mage getting like a 12-minute Battle Fury, they've done their job, and the stacking, or the prevention of the pulling and stacking was, that's all he needed to do. I wanted to just commend DK using Shurian and playing ultra aggressive. We saw Burning diving tier 3, like he was in the base, like 10 minutes in getting kills. And that's why he got, what, a 12, 13, 14-minute Lincoln Sphere with Treads, and the game just kind of snowballed from there. So that was game number 2 between LGD China and DK. The series is now even at 2 games apiece. The final deciding game is going to come up next. Any predictions of a tree ban or not?
I'd have to see it. I mean, giving up a lineup, I don't think it was so much the tree, but all the heroes you gave up with it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Weaver especially, the OD, they picked it in succession, so it was a little difficult. But giving up the Weaver as well, I think that was a mistake. But hopefully we see a little bit better of a more well-rounded draft by LGD instead of kind of like this all-in kind of style that we saw this game.
And again, I just don't like them opening blindly with Visage and then picking up
Yeah,
line.
and then picking it as a defensive tri lane.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to save for that in game number 3, which should be coming up next. Don't go anywhere, guys. This is a Beyond the Limit presentation of the RedBull ECL.